harass this guy about and pick his brain just to try to babyface him enough that he would say, you know what, I think you would make a great wrestler, right? But pretty much I harassed him so much he told me that he would charge me $200 every month to train in the ring and with the guys. I gave this guy $200. The only reason I had the money to give him $200, I went to a college party after work one night, and this girl had been drinking. She gets in her car, and her rear view mirror goes sliding down the side of my car, and she pays me $200. I take that $200, give this guy to teach me how to, to break into wrestling. Like some steam get behind me really was until one night I went to Sevierville, Tennessee, and somebody told me that Dr. Tom Pritchard had just been released from WWE, and I'm on, well, cool. And they look at me and they go, he's here tonight. Like, he's working here tonight. And I'm like, wow, really? And this poor guy, I feel sorry for him. He walks up to Dr. Tom Pritchard and goes, we watched my match tonight? And he goes, yeah. And guys go out there and they do their deal. And they come back and as I'm standing there shaking, like I want to be in, I want to pursue this. I want to do this. I still got to ask him to watch my match after this one guy, this one blow up. And I'm like, he's going to rip me in half. And I remember one time during the match, I turned around and looked at the people and they went boom. And they popped. They did they popped. And I just looked at them. And then at the same time, the same match, he lays me on a table and he climbs up to the top of this ladder. He jumps off over the little entranceway and goes through me through the table. And at the same time, they made the same noise. Now I just looked at him last time. He had to jump over the entranceway, off a ladder, onto me, through a table, and they just made the same sound. In the show, and I'm plugging the show, Burt Prentice is saying, hey everybody, tomorrow night, the King Jerry Lawler versus King Shane Williams, and I get on the microphone and tell everybody about how if they see Jerry Lawler before I do, I want to make sure that Jerry Lawler, the old version, shows up at Carthage, Tennessee, the one that used to show up at the Nashville Fairgrounds and punch people right in the face. The guy used to pull the strap down and beat people up and leave them bloody and bruised, all right? I didn't want to get in the ring with the WWE comedian. Right? With that night, I came out to Lawler's music, and Lawler came out to his older music that he used to use at the Mid-South Coliseum. Oh, wow. So I'm sitting here, 350 people. I'm the big, Lawler fan, and here he comes to his old, like, Rocky theme through the crowd, and I'm sitting there. My dad takes a picture of me, and my chin's like going, tearing up paper, throw it at Jackie Fargo. I'm looking at the people like, ha, who's the king now? Jackie Fargo pulls me around and punches me, right? And I fall down on my butt and roll out of the ring like, he just punched me. I had a necklace on, and it was made out of hemp, and he comes up to me and goes, you gotta take your necklace off, kid. I go, why? And he goes, because if you don't, I'm gonna choke you with it when we get out there. I looked at him like, whatever, dude. And I looked at the guy and I go, let's go. Maybe I can pull him in and super kick him, right? Not knowing that, hey, this is Dr. Tom Pritchard. If I super kick him and or go do something that might mess him up whatsoever or hurt him, yeah, he's really gonna lay those kicks in no matter what. Pull him in, I hit him with a super kick. Man, I bust his lip. And he stands up and spits on me. I want to do a dive. Will he catch me? And the ref, I'm so safe about this, right? The ref comes back to me. He could have turned around and asked the crowd, do you want to see him dive? And he came over to me and goes, yeah, he said he'll catch you. So I hit the rope, come running, and I fly. I go between the top and the middle rope, right? And I fly on him. And they drew a good crowd there at the fairgrounds that night. And this lumberjack guy goes, oh God! And he ducks, and I go landing in the fourth row. I advertised myself to wrestle a bear, and I went to the gym that I trained at, did some personal training at, and I used my connections there to get my advertising done. And then of course, I did the stuff that I learned from Dr. Tom by not smarting up to anybody. And the people that were going to be smartened up are the people that are going to be close to me and really, really close to me. And all of a sudden, Kimchi, the manager for Kamala, he steps out between the curtain, right? And I'm in there with gloves on, and I'm going, yeah, come on, Bear, let's do this. And I got the crowd chanting, we want the bear, and stuff like that. And I'm clapping these gloves, and there's smoke going on because they're all dusty, of course, from all my bear training. And Kimchi turns around, he starts pulling on this big chain, right? Big chain, and he comes back through the curtain, right? And you can't see him. Kimchi comes out and he waves at this young trainee I had who weighed maybe 130 pounds soaking wet, but he was 6'2", so he's really skinny. And that night, it was snowing like crazy. Like we drive from Knoxville, Tennessee, all the way, I don't even know where in Virginia we were, but I remember at one point, I'm looking over him going, dude, there's a lot of snow outside. And then the GPS is telling us to turn right, and we see this right, and there's cars, like, people had just parked on the side of the road and left them. And we drive past these to get to the show because we. Oh, wow. Chase grabs him. They walk into the office. Chase looks at me. He goes, "Just watch the door." I go, "Gotcha." I shut the door, and I could hear him like pretty much berating this guy, like, "Where's our money? You just give us our money, we'll leave." It was me, as wrestling him, Adam Armour, and Big Bully Douglas, right? And we go all the way. This is my very first deal. This is my very first WWE Extra deal. I'm nervous as hell. I don't know what's going to go on there, but I remember getting to walk into a room and getting to see everybody that I'd ever got to meet or ever wanted to meet in wrestling. I got to see Shawn Michaels. I got to see Triple H. Steve Keirn comes up to me later on before I'd left and on the way out and came up to me and told me I did a great job because I got stuck out there. I worked it. I want to be able to do this for the rest of my life. I love this business. I think it's something I can do. I think it's, I think the wrestling business is all about being at the right place at the right time and having what they're looking for.
Having your dues paid.
And you pay the dues, you do all the work, you learn this business, you show the other people around you that you take this business seriously, you show your peers, you show the legends, you show all of them, and you hopefully the stars align and you get that big contract. And that's why I keep doing this, and hopefully with all the hard work and all the sacrifices that I've made in my life, hopefully they'll all pay off in the end.